Now it's time to create function, what we want to call from draw indexed primitive. Let's create a naked void, so compiler is not going to make its own code between our detour function. In naked void we cannot define variables. I'm going to call that function dip. You can call it whatever you feel right. Next, I'm going to make calculation that's between my function and where I call it. I'm going to set my function minus from call, because my function has a greater address than where I call it. Nice, let's test it. This time, draw indexed primitive function has same values as before, and I just copy old address from Notepad. As you may notice that, in Immunity debugger with this game, I have to always go to expression 2 times. It's quite annoying. It seems I forgot where I wrote my call. It is 6 bytes, but I wrote over only 5 bytes. So I'm going back, to make one NOP at the end. NOP stands for no operation process. Done. Now, let's make that dip detoured function return to where it was called to, or program gets crashed. Damn that! I didn't copy old ASM code. Now I have to reload again HNG without detour. I am going to load cheat engine this time, because debugger takes more time to load heroes and generals, plus, it takes more time to load up too. Nice, now it's going to work for sure. Let's uncomment them, and build again. Go away HNG, I want to replace my DLL. It is still same address, what a coincidence. Now you can click space, and it drives you to your function. And indeed compiler didn't mess nothing. I am going back to where I called my function. And I'm going to check if game is gonna crash too. And it seems game is not crashing. It went all well this time. Testing more by shooting and messing with game, to be sure it's not crashing. Now we need to get device, num vertices, and perm counts, to fill the models. So I'm going to Google draw indexed primitive function, and look in which position is what variable. My internet connection was slow this time, so I skipped a little bit. As you can see, draw indexed primitive takes 6 variables, but that function where we called our function, returns 1C. That means it is 7 variables. And we have to go back to mpgh site and look in which position is what variable. This seems to tell us truth how much are variables. You may think why I drag my mouse to other screen? It's because it's changed music. I am recording in like on road, and I don't have any notes, and that's why encoding so slow too. Before declaring device, num vertices and perm counts, we need to download DirectX 9 SDK, because it's easier with it. Type to Google, DirectX 9 Summer 2004.raw, and choice what link suits you the best. It seems my internet connection do not want to restore, so I'm skipping this download, and I have it already anyway. After you download it, extract it. Then, right-click on Project folder and Properties, and select VC++ directories, and add Include Directories. Go to your extracted folder, and select Include Folder. Click OK. And now add library directories. Search again your extracted folder, and now like folder tells us, select folder called lib. Now it's time for copying again. Let's copy the dx9 includes, and paste them down file, under Windows.h include. Scrolling down, where's drawIndex primitive, to check variables positions, and copying variable with its own data type. It's time for assembly code now. And type, MOV, EX, EBP plus 8 in square brackets. EBP plus 8 is first argument, and first argument of drawIndex primitive, is device. So we have to first make EX to EBP plus 8, and then we can make variable device to equal with EX. Because in ASM we can't edit pointer with pointer. Also make variable device to P device, it's more like public device now. I know a good link about that P, I'll show it. I suggest you to read it, it's quite nice documentation. Here you can see, about arguments. First is EBP plus 8, and second is EBP plus 12 and so on. If you want to log models, then you need 2 variables more, let me include that. So, let's create new variables, name them vertices, and print counts, data type is uint, it's unsigned integer, and it's same as dword. Now we have to do same as before, first, mavx, EBP plus 24, and then mavx the num vertices variable. And then, do same with print counts variable too. Okay now, we need to separate the assembly code, to make logging in C++, because it is easier with it. And I made variables declare, so it's like functions you find on forums. Now I'm going to log some model, and change its set render state. See? It's damn much easier with dx9 SDK. It shows function we can call, plus we don't have to make brain-fuck assembly code. It seems I forgot what to type between parentheses, so I'm going to copy from old DLL again. You see, if you have many projects, then most of the time you copy old code together and make new programs really fast, and update old functions maybe. Now it's time for final testing. Building that thing and copying and replacing homemade DLL to HNG folder again. You can now comment out message box calls, because we know now it's working, and we don't need them anymore, they just bother now. Going to make fast tests, in case something maybe fucks up. Nice, it seems it's working pretty well. So I'm going to finish here. Well, I can't promise when next video is going out, because my editing skills aren't the best you know. Anyway, bye bye, and have a nice time.